Why did you choose the line of business you're in right now?
At the time, it was the opportunity that was given to me. The Marijuana Act was still in the gray market, and it was something that we researched in and basically figured out a way we could provide people what they wanted at a safer, disclosed location. So many people, I guess you could say, were fans of marijuana, right? They, you know, it was no more back alley deals, no more parking lot, you know, pimping drug deals, I guess you can call them. It was somewhere.
It was a safer opportunity for everyone to get medication.
For sure, it was safer. You know, we provided security, we provided assurance you're getting something the same all the time. That, you know, usually back then you didn't know what you were getting. You know what I mean? It was like, what you got, what do you want? You know, handshake and a quick. You know, handshake.
Out of all the locations, why did you choose Detroit as to be kind of the mothership of everything?
Well, at that time, Detroit was the only one that was okay with the caregiver market. I guess it's such a big city. The gray market, you know, it was easier, I guess you can say, to get into that Detroit market because it was such a busier, more, how do I say it without sounding weird, right? More, what's the word I'm looking for? A more diverse city to where you kind of could squeeze through the cracks, right? Detroit, people that went to Detroit from the suburbs or people in Detroit tend to find hotspots. You know what I'm saying? It was a great location. It was abandoned, unfortunately, for many years. Used to be a daycare. On the property, there was a gas station, abandoned for about 15 to 20 years. So it was something that we also beautified, right? But it was a location to where it was really undisclosed because we didn't advertise it on the billboards, right? Or the actual landscape. It was discreet enough, but also on the forefront corner of Detroit because of Warren being right there. Yeah.
Did this business meet your expectations / goals that you wanted to reach within its market?
It sufficed it. I mean, back then, you know, we used to pray every day, throw up the sign of the cross. Hopefully we didn't get raided. You know what I mean? We had to see it. Well, we were all legally bound to be there, but at the end of the day, we were still on that gray zone to not know if tomorrow, you know, we'll be shut down, we'll be raided. It was a crazy time because even though we did everything to the up and up, getting to licensure, it was tough because we still knew at the end of the day there was that chance. You know what I mean? Looking back now and the risks and the what's the word I'm looking for? The chances we took, it's like, wow, we went through it. You know what I mean?
So what would you say to a person who sees it as a decriminalization of it and or like reserves as content with the convenience of having it so nearby to them?
I look at this as kind of like alcohol. I mean, you know, we watch movies and shows and documentaries about alcohol and the prohibition. I feel like, in these past 10 years, we've kind of been there for marijuana. So many people want it. So many people are against it. So many people are interested, but yet don't try it, right? I think it's just a thing that, like, sometimes taboo gets people to do something that they don't explore, but it's still something that they want to explore. You know what I mean? Like it gets them into the let me see, or ooh, I want to try, right? But for people that, I guess, know about it, it's a weight off their shoulders, because now they don't have to hide it. You know what I mean? They don't have to say, I smoke, or I know many companies, from what I've heard, have stopped taking drug tests with marijuana, because it's so to the norm in society today. It's more like, if you're a drinker, nobody tests for drinking alcohol. But if you're a smoker, there was always that, like, uh, uh, I won't say downfall, but like a negative. Correct. Yeah, of course. There's research about alcohol, drunk driving, drinking, driving kills people. I don't think there's as many tests for marijuana for things like that, but it's always negative for marijuana, but alcohol does so much.
Any other words you want to let anyone know about the business within itself, or what to expect in the upcoming years?
It's tough. It's a very competitive market. It's coming from where we came from. We didn't really have much, and we kind of put everything we had into it. Not only financially, but even putting in our all, as in, like, risking our lives at the time, because we didn't know what the outcome would have came. You know what I mean? Like, it was tough at the time, not knowing if we were gonna go home to our loved ones that day. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that marijuana at the time was so negative and not wanted, but due to the fact of the Caregiver Act allowed us to do what we did, and I'll get us to where we are now. If anybody wants to do something that they have their passion and their heart into, do all you can. You know what I mean?
Okay. Can you state your name?
Marvin Jam.
Business?